for the purposes of the next video, we're going to look at inputting field event data for high jump. This one is probably one of the most difficult ones. Not really, but it is quite easy to do. Once you get the understanding of what you've got to do, it's exactly the same as a field card, and it is quite easy to do with 4 or 5 buttons when you input the data. So we'll look at the start lists to start with, and I've already pre-configured these 2 extra events, added the athletes in. So if I click on high jump at the moment, there's nobody there. So rather than go to seeding, we click on fetch start lists, and we click OK for that. And they've brought in the 8 athletes or 7 athletes that I've added in for this event. Now, to record manually, you can do it manually if people don't like using this new system. Again, we just go on the settings wheel, edit by place, show the athlete's details, and click on details, and we can put the height increments in there and then put the noughts and crosses as we go along. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do it using the recording system, and this is going to be totally random, putting bits and pieces in. So if we wanted the order to be as that is, we leave it as it is, or we can amend it going in, changing the order based on the opening heights. They are currently looking at an opening height button to go on against each athlete, and once that's done, this will be reconfigured and easier to manage. So to start doing or recording heights or trials, we click on the record button, and then we'll see a different page where everybody is nice and green. For each height and each failure, these will be color coded, and then when you get 3 failures, then the athletes will just be whited out and they won't be involved, or you won't be able to enter any data against them. So what we'll put some dummy numbers in now. So at the moment the height is 0, so we're going to raise and put a new height in. So we'll start off on 145 and click new height. Now there is a raise button there, and it automatically goes up 5 centimeters, so you don't have to do anything. So to start recording athletes trials, and assuming everybody's coming in at this height, we click on the first athlete and a record button comes up. Press record and she clears. Second athlete clears. I'll go a little bit quick through this bit because we can get first trials in for everyone. So we'll come to this athlete and we'll put a fail in, because not everything goes perfect in the first round. Okay, so we know now that this athlete is highlighted a different color. So what we do, because it's her first or second trial, we go back in and you can see that there's an X against her name. And then she clears that and everything goes back to green again. So we click raise and it automatically says 150, and we click new height to confirm, and now we go back in. So this time we'll put a failure in that one, we'll put a failure in this one. This one goes through. This one decides to miss or pass the height, and because she had a fail and a clear, she's retired now in the next round, so she's not going to be in, and you can see she immediately goes white and she's out of the competition. That athlete clears, and that athlete, although I'm going a little bit quick, you just realize how slow this is going to be when you were doing this at event speed time. So it's not that difficult. I'm doing it pretty quick, so we can just go through a video pretty quickly. So I'll put another failure for her. Now you can see there's a warning color on there now because she's got 2 failures. I'll go another failure for her. She's clear, so we don't have to do anything because she's green. So the next one is the yellow one at the bottom. So we go back in there and she clears that. So everybody who's clear stays green. Now this athlete, she's going to fail. and she immediately goes white. This athlete clears and we'll go through. So now we need to push the bar up. So we go 155, new height to confirm. So misses the first athlete because she's out. Clicks on that one, and then we'll go through that. I'll go through this pretty quickly now, just adding trials in, and then we'll go to 160, and we'll put the same in again. And I think we'll try and call it quits at this height so that you don't get too much information overload. Right, so everybody's got a failure on this one. She's failed the second time. We'll make this one the winner, and she'll fail again. So the third one, failure. So she goes white, goes white, goes white. So this young girl is still left in. So we'll raise the bar, new height 165, and then we'll go over and finish the event. So what we'll do now, once this event is finished, we'll go back in to high jump, and hopefully the card would have confirmed what we've just put in. So the failure, clear, and the retirement. So that's how quick it is basically on a sped up process of inputting the data. Doing this at an event is really quite slow, and it replaces inputting on the field card itself. So for this event to become official, just click on edit by place. It's finished, and we change the official to official results, and then save. And then when we go back out, it should actually turn green. There we are, it's confirmed as green. And we go back out, but this is what the public will see. They'll click on the button. So if I actually logged out, I won't do that for now, I'll do it on the next one because it'll show you a different process. So this is how a high jump card is processed, exactly the same process for pole vault. And again, these heights you can put in manually, or you can put in using the automated system with OpenTrack.